Hey class, my name is Cherie Guzman and I'm going to start us off with our Phase 4 video creating our first table, which is going to be called Students Table. First we're going to start off by creating our blank database here. We're going to label it Semester 3 Phase 4. We want to open in Design View. Title it Students. Remove that primary key so we can edit. Let's go ahead and put that primary key back on. Save. Open back in Datasheet view. Alright, so there's our table. Let's go ahead and save it, close, and pass it along.
Hello class, I'm going to show you, this is Amjad Salar. I'm going to show you how to create a table in Access. So you open Access and to create a table you just click on create and say design table. Before you can populate any fields, you have to design the table into the field name. So field name, I'm using the first one. Class ID, field type is a numbers. Second one is a course name, and field is a short text. Data type is a short text. Third one is section. Section number. And the data type is numbers, and the next one is term. Data type is a short text, and the last one is credit hours, and data type is numbers. Okay. I'm going to make this as my primary key and hit X. So you want to save, yes, and name the table as classes and hit OK. Now your table is created. Now you can double click on this to populate all the fields. So I'm going to populate.
going to try this again. Sharing mirror, recording table 3 of the phase 3 project for project 4. And I'm sorry if you hear the washer and or my family, but that's how it is. You are in the table. I'm going to design view. I'm not going to name it student and classes. Say okay. Move those the same. SRT, maybe some short text. Let's do number. And we're going to get a format at the bottom. Fixed. Decimals, we're going to move it 2 places. Alright, and we're going to save it and go to data sheet view and start entering our information. And that's it. Bye.
Hi, my name is Milagro Maldonado, and then so the number 1, test 1, question 1 says, how often did Potter study for his classes this semester? Create the query needed to find this answer. Save the query as Potter's study time per class. So now, and also he shows you here in the query output how it is on the table question 1. So you're pretty much looking for the Potter only. So now we're going to go to create and then query design. You're going to click on that and then load, click add, and all of them again, student access and students, and click add and make sure then close and make sure that all of them are relations, the middle one relations with the two with the classes and students that have in common. I don't know if you can see the little arrows. That means the middle one is showing the relationship between the middle one and the other one. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so now you're going to start dragging. Drag them the way it is on question 1. Course name also down. Drag, hold and drag, hold it. And then go credit hours down. Study hours. Okay. So now we're going to go to criteria and we're going to write Potter. Okay, because that's the one that he's telling us to write. And then go to the last where it says student, click on this our students, go to property sheet and click format in the arrow and you're going to click fix. Okay. And then click view so you can see the way it is so you can make no mistakes. See the way it is that it's matching the same. It don't matter if the numbers are backwards, sometimes it just moves around. But as long as you have the same classes and hours, you're good. In credit hours, you're good. So now you click again, view. You click run. And then right click so you can write. Remember it says we have to change it, save it as the when instructions save. And then you're going to write Potter study time per class in the way it is. No spaces, no anything, just the way it is. Okay, so you just click OK. Okay, so now click again and then just close so we can start the question number 2.
My name is Heather Tatro, and I am in house number 1.
All right, so for query number 2, we are going to have a query saying how many hours should Potter have studied for each of his classes. So we're going to go to Create, Query Design. We want Classes, Students in Classes, and Students. So for column number 1, we're going to want to have the last names of the students. So we will have students and filter by last name. And since we want only Potter, we will do parentheses Potter to filter by just what he has. So next we're going to look at the course names. So we want classes and course name. And then we're going to want to see how many credit hours for each class. So we go filter by classes and credit hours. And then we will see how much he actually studied for each class. So we will have students in classes and hours studied. So for the last field, we're going to want to make this a little bit longer. We're going to start with what we want the field to be titled, which is required study time. Required study time, colon space, and required study time is credit hours times 2. So 2 hours studying per each hour in class. So we're going to do brackets, credit hours, close brackets, times 2. And that should give us what we're looking for. So from here we go to run. And there we go. We see how many credit hours Potter had for each class and how many hours he should have studied for each class. So we can now save this query as Potter required study time. And there we go. It is on our query list.
Hello, my name is Shelby, and I will be showing how to do Query 3. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and go into Create like this. You're going to click Design. And then also what you'll be doing is you'll be opening up, and it will bring you to the box here. You'll go into Query, and you will open Query 2. And then as you do that, you'll put down last name, course name, credit hour, required, study time, hours studied, and then you will go into Zoom, and you will type in required study time minus hours studied, and when it runs, you'll get the last box of study time.
So now we're doing question 4. Overall, how much additional time should Potter study? Save your query as Potter sum total. So you're going to do create the same way, create design, and then you're going to go queries, and then we're going to do Potter study time deficiency. You click add. Okay, so close that. Then we're just going to start, put down, and we're going to start doing the same thing we did for the last tables. It's going to be last sum. Okay, don't get messed up with the sum off. So just click credit hours, and then require study time, and then hours of study and study time deficiency. Okay, now we're going to go ahead, it says totals. Okay, so now you can forget the last name and click credit hours, click the arrow says group by, click the arrow, click sum. Do that for all of your column. Okay, group by, arrow sum. Okay. Now we're going to click on view and see if we have it correct. Make sure they're all right. Okay, so we're good. So we're going to go click view, run, and we're good.